Welcome to the PowerTripPodcast. We're your hosts,
Charmaine
and Saquon.
Hello, everybody. So it's definitely been a long time since we've been on here. Hope everyone had wonderful holidays and got to spend time with family and loved ones and just stayed safe.
Yes.
So I guess let's jump on in it and let's give you guys a recap on where we've been.
Yeah, in our lives. I feel like the last podcast we had was like in August.
Wow. Well, a lot has happened since then.
Yeah.
And we won't make an excuse on why we haven't been recording. Honestly, it's just we haven't been consistent.
Pretty much.
So now we're back and we're better. We're going to stay consistent and dedicated and self-disciplined so that we can record every week for you guys. So
where do we start?
Yeah, these last few months.
Let's start with September. September.
What happened in September?
I think we started going to the gym.
Oh, consistently. We started working out, got a gym membership, and we were going 6 days a week. We did that consistently. Clearly, consistency is an issue for us.
Yeah.
But we did that consistently for 3 months. And not to say that we just stopped completely. We were going still, and we still been going here and there. But we want to get back on just waking up 5 a.m, getting up, getting out, and just going to the gym. Because I just could tell the difference when we were going. We felt much better. We just had more energy. Yeah. And benefits of working out anyway. So I guess we'll do the health tip early. Mm-hmm. Your mood improves when you work out. You have more motivation. You just feel better when you work out. And also, when you work out, it helps you fight diseases better. So you get sick less when you're healthy and when your body is moving because your blood is circulating and it's allowing your body to detoxify and get those toxins out. So working out is amazing. Also, when you work out, you have better sleep. So when you work out, you have a better night's rest. So make sure you guys are working out and staying active as well. You don't have to go to the gym to work out. You know, there's a lot of things you can do at your home or in your home, or even outside. And a lot of things with body weights are important as well. So just getting started, even if it's just walking or jogging, starting just 30 minutes a day or an hour a day, just start. So once you start, it becomes habitual. Yeah. And then once it's a habit, then it becomes just second nature to you.
Facts.
Okay. So yeah.
So make sure y'all stretching too.
That's another big thing is stretching. Oh my goodness. We got the foam rollers. So for those of you who don't know what those are, they're just like a cylinder and it's made of like styrofoam. Well, no, not styrofoam. Well, I guess styrofoam, but just hard styrofoam. Yeah. And you roll it over your trigger points. So like the knots that you have, and it helps roll them out and release them so that you can get circulation going to the area. It increases flexibility, and it just improves your workouts overall because you're less tight. So
and that's more of a massage than stretching.
No, it does not feel like a massage. I'm going to tell you this right. Well, maybe a deep tissue massage. Yeah. Because if you have knots, like I'll say when you first start it, it's not comfortable. Yeah, it is not comfortable at all. But if you stay consistent with it, you'll start seeing the benefits from it, increased flexibility, and just better workouts overall.
Yeah, in my opinion, if it feels good, you're not doing it right.
Yeah,
unless that area is nice, and relaxed.
Yeah, exactly. And there's not a lot of knots in that area, then you'll be okay. Yeah. So yes, that was one big change we made, was just going to the gym consistently, and that's another change that we're going to make again, is being consistent. I wouldn't call it a New Year resolution, but it is something that we just want to do for ourselves, because just being fit and staying active. I want to be active even when I get older. What happened?
It's not, but
I want to be active even when I get older. I want to be able to be, able to do things with my kids, play basketball, go skiing or sledding, or just do fun activities with my children and possibly even my grandchildren.
Same here.
Exactly.
Same here.
So
I don't know what I'll be doing with my grandkids, But
still, being able to run around or play with them outside, you may not be doing as much as you would do with your kids, but still being able to get up and walk with them, or if you guys.
I still want to be able to chase my.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it doesn't have to be you're doing monkey bars or jungle gym. But being able to be outside and walking, not being limited with your movement because of. Yeah,
but that would be a blessing if I could do that.
Yeah, so
as a grandfather.
Exactly. So just being active is so important and so amazing. If you don't use it, you lose it, and that goes for everything. That goes for your muscles. That goes for your brain. So challenge yourself, read books, and do trivia games. Just do things that are going to stimulate your mind and your body and your spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what else? So that was September.
Mm-hmm.
I started school again in September.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that was September.
Yeah,
you don't have to
October,
go every month.
November was my birthday in November.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was November. And engagement.
Bling bling! We got engaged November 30th, and I will say my honey did a wonderful, wonderful job putting it together.
Yeah, wait, so did we do anything for my birthday?
For your birthday, we were going to go indoor skydiving. I was surprising you with that. But because in the past, he's had shoulder dislocations, they advised against it because of the pressure of the wind. It could potentially re-dislocate his shoulder. So he wanted to play it safe and not do it. So we didn't do it.
So if anybody actually had that surgery and actually still went indoor skydiving, let me know.
Well, just because someone had the surgery for their shoulder and it didn't happen to them doesn't mean that it wouldn't happen to you.
But those people could have just been negative,
No, some guy told you could do it. He had shoulder problems and he told you could do it.
But that was 1 out of 6 or 7. So.
No, they're being cautious, and also it's liability. Well, actually, you would sign off on the liability, but you just never know. So you have to outweigh the pros and the cons. Yeah.
Pretty much.
But so anyway, that was his birthday.
All right.
And then how are you going to go to your birthday?
It was before Thanksgiving.
Why would you say the engagement and then go backwards?
I just went. Again? I said, so what happened?
All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, then Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving, it was pretty cool. She thought that our family was supposed to be coming out for Thanksgiving, but obviously there were plans that I had in mind.
Okay, so he's talking real slow. So for Thanksgiving, we were planning on renting a house, so I thought, and his family and my family were both supposed to come out. We're all going to stay in the home together and celebrate Thanksgiving together as a family. So I'm helping him look for places, and he keeps telling me, relax, I got it, this and that. I'm trying to be super inclusive and help plan it because that's what I do. I mean, we're doing this together, so why can't I be involved? So then the day before Thanksgiving comes, and his mom cancels on us and, says, oh, can't get your grandmother out there, so I'm refunding the tickets. So that was one thing, and I'm just like, are you serious? Then my family, it was my aunt and my cousins, they say, oh, we booked our tickets for the wrong time. They booked it for the following week because the tickets were cheaper. So it was an accident, so they said. So I'm just really annoyed with everybody because even I did think I was going to be proposed to. But even if I wasn't, it would just been nice to have both our families together celebrating Thanksgiving. That would have been the first time both of our families were, staying in one home. They've met before at my graduation. But being together in one home, getting to know each other, just bonding, that would have been fun. So Thanksgiving comes, and my grandmother was invited as well, but she said she couldn't make it. She lives in Hawaii. So Thanksgiving comes, and she actually surprises us. So the one person who said she couldn't come was the one who surprised us and came. So she was there for Thanksgiving. We just spent it with, my mom, my siblings, and my nieces and nephews. So it was fun. It was fun. We had a good time. And then comes the next week. So the next week, my sorority sisters were in town because we were all going to one of our sorority sisters' weddings. So they were all coming to town and they stayed with us at our home. And this is where a lot of the magic happens. Oh, let me rewind real quick. So they came to town on Friday. That Thursday, no, they came to town on Thursday? Yeah, they came to town on Thursday. That Thursday day, I guess, Saquon, weeks prior, called my job and had them, make sure I got off by a certain time because he was surprising me with a hair appointment. So it's so funny because he kept asking me, he's like, what time do you get off tomorrow? And I tell him, because I'm looking at my calendar, and I'm like, okay, well, I get off at 2. My receptionist has dental appointment, blah, blah, blah. So he's like, well, this ruins the surprise. And he's like, I'm just going to tell you I was going to take you to get your hair done. So then I'm like, well, babe, if you told her that, I'm sure she, scheduled it. And this is probably her way of just not making it seem like we're just getting off early for no reason. So, of course, I go to my job and I'm like, so I know you and Saquon had a plan for me to get off. And she was like, yeah, this was all fake. Tell him I got it. I got it covered. So he ruined that surprise. But it was still nice. I was able to get my hair done. And then Friday, when my sorority sister, that night when my sorority sisters came in, they all stayed over. And then that Friday, we went to get my nails done. And then my sorority sister, and I didn't even think anything of it at the time.
You went to work.
I went to work. I got off early, and then I got my nails done after that. And I didn't think anything of it at the time, but my sorority sister was like, let's get accent nails just so they can pop. So my ring finger, I got painted in silver, and I really just didn't think anything of it, honestly.
I figured somebody said that.
And then after that, we all went shopping because Saquon and I needed outfits for the wedding that was on Saturday. So we were in the mall shopping. Saquon was getting a lot of phone calls and texts and stuff and was really in his phone. And I'm just like, I don't know who's hitting him up like this. I ain't question it or snoop.
And before we go too far, while she was at work, she thought I was at work.
Oh,
too.
Yeah, I thought he went to work. Little did I know he didn't. But that'll come later.
Why?
Because it'll come later.
Okay.
So, because I'm going to say what happened when we got to the destination. So, well, okay. Now you just messed my flow up. But anyway, so we were at the mall shopping for outfits. We found the outfit. And then everybody was like, okay, well, we're going to go to the club. Saquon seemed a little antsy, ready to leave. And so we get home. And I'm about to eat because I am starving. And this Grinch is going to tell me, no, Charmaine, you need to get in the shower. I'm like, whoa, Playboy. Simmer. But I got in the shower. And then after that, because at first he said he wasn't even going to go to the club with us. He was like, I'm just going to let you go with your girls. You guys can have a good time. And Saquon and I are big club people anyway. So I'm like, all right. And then now he's rushing me to get ready for the club. And then he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, people don't go to the club till 12. He's like, oh, we're not doing that tonight. I'm like, it just kind of made me a little suspicious on something's going on because that's not him to be rushing me and doing all that foolishness. And then on top of that, he's like, well, I'm just going to meet you guys at the club and leaves before us. And I'm like, if we're going to meet each other somewhere, typically we follow each other if we're taking separate cars, so that kind of made me a little suspicious too. Then, so he leaves, and then, probably 10 minutes later, we leave. And we get outside to the car, and my sorority sisters are like, okay, Char and Demi, which is my other sorority sister, they're like, we're actually not going to the club. We have a surprise for you, both of you, because your birthdays are, around this time. So they're like, we need you both blindfolded. So they blindfold us both, so I thought really it was just me. And, they're talking about, I was like, oh, thanks, guys, even though it was kind of really?
You said you thought it was just you?
Huh?
You thought it was you?
No, I thought it was both of us, but it really was just me.
Yeah.
But I kind of had an inkling that, Demi might have not been because she kept, she messed up a few times, grabbing stuff. And then they were like, Demi, stop peeking. So It was kind of like they tried to play it off, but I don't know. It was just weird things that kept happening that kind of clued me into it.
Yeah.
And then when we got to the destination, I felt us go up a driveway. And I knew the house that we rented, I knew like the previous week we were supposed to rent a house, but that didn't go through. And I thought we got our deposit back from that and our refund for the house or whatever, because you told them it was a family emergency.
Mm-hmm.
But so we get to the house, and then all of a sudden, like, they're guiding me, and I just feel like a lot of heat. So I'm like, the house that we were gonna get had had some fire pits. So I'm like, maybe we're in the backyard near the fire pits. So then they're like, okay, well, we're gonna take off your blindfold. And so they take off my blindfold, and I'm blinded by so many phone lights that were recording. And then I open I can see, my eyes clear, and it's my family, his family, and some of my friends, and they were all there, so I'm all like, and I hug everybody, and I'm like, my family. And then my best friend, she's like, Charmaine, turn around, and he's on one knee. Like, I was trying to look for him while I was hugging people in the crowd, and I didn't see him, but I didn't think to turn around.
The funny thing is, you didn't even think about, why are all these cameras in my face?
I didn't think about that. I was just hugging people.
Yeah.
And then they told me to turn around. So I did. And he was on one knee. So I ran and ambushed him, hugged him. And then I said yes before he asked.
Yeah.
And then my best friend was like, let him ask. So I let him ask. There's a video, but you can't hear him ask. But he did ask. And so I said yes. And now we are engaged. And so when I thought he was at work, he went back to our house, and he was cooking us a nice vegan feast. So he outdid himself.
Yeah, I had to leave for work, and I went food shopping while in my work clothes. Mm-hmm. And then I came back literally 10 minutes after you left the house. And I got to chefing it right away.
And the crazy thing is too, so his mom that morning texts, and she's like, yeah, we're at the airport. And then she texts again, she was like, yeah, we're going to the Bahamas. She had some sky points or whatever that she had to use up. So I'm like, oh, so they can go to the Bahamas? And it's so funny because I was just so upset with everybody who did not make it out here for Thanksgiving. I even shed a few tears. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. And so it was funny. His stepdad and mom were like, yeah, we could tell you weren't too happy, because I call them Mama J and Papa J. So when they would call, they'd be like, where's Dr. James? And I was like, hey. And then he was like, oh yeah, we could tell the difference. It was no longer, hey Mama J, hey Papa J. It was just, hey. I was upset. Yeah. But everything was well worth it. It worked out perfectly. I was surrounded by all my family, friends, and loved ones, and it was just, I couldn't have asked for a better engagement. So
thank you for everybody that helped me pull it off, that actually knew what was going on and kept the secret.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because that was the biggest part for me, was people keeping the secret and not getting it out, because, I mean, as you guys hear, she had an inkling already. She even thought she was at the house when she stepped in, so...
Yeah, but I thought it was in the backyard.
I mean, you still thought you was there, though.
Yeah.
So that would have been something.
I mean, the only way I wouldn't have known anything if, because the thing is, too, we were supposed to be at the house. We didn't get to the house till 10, maybe 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to happen around 7, you said?
Yeah, 7, 8.
Yeah, 7, 8. So if we didn't take so long in the mall, and they would have told me we're going out to dinner or doing something different, and you said you were staying home, I probably wouldn't have thought of anything. Yeah. But because it was you were rushing, because everybody was waiting and people had to leave and stuff like that, it was just okay, this is weird. Something is up.
Yeah,
so that's
what
the
got
only
me antsy.
Reason. Yeah.
It being 2 hours off. It's not on. Oh. But it being 2 hours off.
Yeah, it
just kind of got me antsy.
Yeah, so, but it was great. It was really great. And now we're in the process of wedding planning. We actually went to
talk about the house. Man, we had a...
Oh, yeah, it was a really nice home, actually.
Yeah, we had a good time.
7 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. It had a pool, and we,
jacuzzi.
A jacuzzi, fire pit. It did have a fire pit.
Yeah.
And we had like an awesome time. The crazy thing is like, well, it's not crazy, but I'm just grateful for it, is that our families just meshed. There was no drama. There was just like, it was just a great time. Like we played Taboo, we played the 5-second game. People were playing pool, foosball.
Yeah.
We were outside by the fire pit telling like ghost stories and riddles, roasting marshmallows. Like it was so
I couldn't
much
believe
fun. Like I mean, I couldn't believe it either, but I'm so grateful that it turned out the way it did, and both of our families just enjoyed themselves and got to know each other better. And it just like it was just so awesome, and the house was beautiful, so everything really did work out nicely.
Yeah. So yeah, now what were you saying? Now we're in the process of
planning the wedding.
Yeah.
So our dream wedding is a destination wedding, and we were looking into things, into locations. First it was Grand Cayman, and we were going to do a cruise to Grand Cayman and then get married on the island there and then cruise to other islands. But we chose not to do that idea because there'd be no time to rehearse, and we don't want to just do it on the fly, and God forbid we miss
wedding.
We miss the port, or we miss our port and don't get like there goes our wedding. Like we missed it. So we just didn't want to take that chance. So then we were thinking, okay, maybe let's do Punta Cana. And I started reaching out to destination specialists who were travel agents, and the price for that was a little expensive for our guests. So we both would rather have our loved ones there rather than have that location. So now we're still contemplating on where we're going to have it. It's probably going to either be where we live or in California. And we did today, like I was saying, we went to a bridal show, which was really nice. It was a lot of vendors. We didn't even see half of them. Yeah. And I swear I signed every vendor I did talk to. I probably put my name and email down. So my email is probably going to be crazy. And we already won something, actually.
Yeah.
A free, it was, I think, 2-night, 3-day hotel stay and some champagne glasses. So I'm going again tomorrow. I thought it was like a
dinner too, right?
Yeah, we also got the dinner for 2. And then I'm going again tomorrow with my mom, my sister-in-law, and my nieces. So I'll be able to try on some wedding gowns and just kind of get an idea on my style, you know. And but anyway, so we met a travel agent there who was telling us that, you know, she could possibly get the kids to go free and get us some more deals. So I'm going to email her and see the price point that she could give us to see if it's a little bit more affordable for our guests. And then we'll decide where we're going. But our top 3 options right now are Punta Cana, California, or where we live now.
Yeah.
So we'll see what ends up happening. So that's the engagement. And then my birthday was last month. And what did we do? Oh, we went to our favorite restaurant that we go for, because it's my birthday and our anniversary. So we made 7 years this past year. 7 years of my big-headed buns.
Yeah, we went to Cafe Monarch.
Oh, it's so good. It's a 4-course dining experience, and we get, because we're vegan, the chef just creates different dishes for us. And every time, I swear, like, he never disappoints.
No, he doesn't. Mm-hmm. If you're in town, you got to try that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I could only imagine what the food tastes like if
you're not vegan. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure it's delish.
Yeah, because, like, the flavors, like, you don't understand. Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's just, you know, they're using fresh ingredients, good, organic, healthy ingredients, because those flavors come through like that.
Yeah.
It is so delicious. So, yes, if you're ever in town, go to Cafe Monarch. Tell them we sent you. Maybe we'll get a discount.
We ain't popping like that, but if y'all are trying to get us popping like that, let them know that we sent y'all though.
Exactly. Maybe they'll hook us up with another free anniversary dinner or something.
Yeah, and some promo.
Yeah. So that was nice. That was my birthday. And then on New Year's Eve, we just went down to my mom's and my brother's and spent time with family. We were actually really tired.
Yeah.
We were so tired. Saquon fell asleep. We were up for the countdown, sort of, because we didn't count down. We were down there. It was like 12.
Yeah. We were up for the countdown, but we missed it.
Yeah, exactly. And then we did like a champagne toast, which was nice. So I always enjoy being with family. It's always fun. It's always a good time. So that was kind of the wrap up, the sum up of where we've been and how the end of our year went.
Yeah.
Had a really good time. So now we're wedding planning, and we'll keep you guys updated and abreast on that and where we choose and just the process. So if anybody has any questions or any tips or advice that they can give us, we'd love to have that, and we'd love to share with you the things that we find out as well.
Yeah. So speaking of the new year, you think you have any like resolution? You got anything you want to do?
Resolutions?
It's not what it is.
Oh, it is.
You like correcting me so much, and I'm glad we got it right here too.
Oh.
It's not going anywhere.
Oh, we gotta edit that out.
No, you're not. That's all like. It's not revolution.
That's what that's in my head. That's what I thought you said. And then when you said it's not resolutions, and I'm like, oh, it is. But maybe you said revolutions, and you try to switch it up with the old okie doke.
Nah. But do you have any resolutions?
I actually didn't think of any New Year resolutions, and I typically don't necessarily like New Year's resolutions just because I just feel like people feel like, okay, after this date, I'm going to change X, Y, Z. Or from this point on, I'm going to try to do X, Y, and Z. But I feel like you can do that any time of the year. So I haven't really thought about that, but I do, like we discussed before, want to sit and write down my goals, just my professional goals and my career, my personal goals, with like fitness and health, and just goals with like us, like growing and doing things. I want to give back more, Yeah. So I do want to sit and write those things down, and I guess those could be my New Year's resolutions. But those are things that I'm forever going to want to better myself in. So I guess I want to do more community service. But definitely that's something top that I've been slacking on. So I really want to do more in giving back.
Definitely.
Also with our diet, I just want to be more consistent on just meal prepping and just cooking healthfully and not eating out as much. Because I will say, especially when you get busy and during the holidays and times where it's just a lot going on, you can tend to slack on going grocery shopping and you start eating out a little bit more. So that's one thing that I definitely want to scale back on tremendously. Yeah. And then also, like we said, the fitness, we're getting back on that. No questions asked. Listen, this body is going to be looking wedding ready and honeymoon ready. Because if we don't do our destination wedding, we're going all out for our honeymoon. Regardless, we were going to do, something really nice for our honeymoon, but if we don't get our destination wedding, we're going all the way out.
When we was, I forget the name of I think it was
Sandals?
Hilton.
Oh, no, Hilton?
The Hilton destination place. That picture. I think it was called Morea.
Okay, I don't know.
It was somewhere near Tahiti.
Okay, nice. That's really nice. They have a lot of those, though. They're called bungalows.
Oh, well.
Because I was looking, because I seen they also have one in Jamaica like that. It was a new resort in Jamaica that has them set up like that.
Really?
And I know they have them in Fiji as well, and I think the Bahamas. So it's just like those, like bungalows where you're surrounded by water, and it's like you have kind of like a private beach and a private pool right in front of your, outside your door. So they're really, really nice. A lot of them do, yeah. They have private pools, like hammocks where you can kind of be in the ocean water too, and you can walk straight into the ocean water from there. They're really nice. I'm like, listen, maybe doing that for our honeymoon. But
have to.
Exactly. So I got a little sidetracked, but yeah. So definitely I'm getting back in the gym because we were doing so great, and we got to a point at the gym where like all of the trainers at the gym knew us.
Pretty much.
Like they knew us, and if we were doing something and like it was a little off or something, like they would help us for free just give us advice because they've seen us all the time and we're very consistent. And even now, they still help us. So that's another big thing is just getting in the gym. So I want to give back, eat healthfully, get back into the gym. With me and you, I just want to take more time where we're sitting and just talking, just, being more intimate as far as like talking about our desires, our goals, our dreams. You should see how he's looking at me, guys. He's so cute. Just more of that. Like we do it like while we're in the car or while we're just relaxing. We'll do that and have those moments. But I just want to take some time out more so that we can just have that time where we're connecting on, a deeper level than just here and there, like coming home from work, telling about your day or, just have a deeper connection on certain things.
Yeah. And then, because that's what it is. It's usually come home, talk about our day, and then, the next couple conversations are about how hungry we are. And then, if we're not doing any work, then there's the TV.
Yeah, I like my shows, I'm not going to lie, and my movies. So, yeah, I just want to do that and get back to reading books like we were.
Yeah,
we were super on it, like a book a month.
I think to do that, we cut the TV out or something like that.
Yeah, well, and we didn't watch TV as much. So, just getting back to and meditating. I started meditating again more. I want to get back to my yoga. So I just want to get back to basically just being a better me in mind, body, and spirit. And I also definitely with my business want to blog more and just kind of set a schedule for myself. That's a big thing. And I think that's something that will help other people is having a planner or to-do list every day, a scheduler. So it's important to write down your schedule of what you're doing the following day. So knowing, like literally having the time carved out, saying, okay, from this time to this time, I get up, I shower, I eat. I go to work, I come home. You may give yourself 30 minutes to kind of unwind, and then you have an hour, okay, I'm going to read. Or an hour, I'm going to write a blog, I'm going to do this. But you have to have it scheduled out so that this is that time dedicated to this task. And then also having a to-do list. So when you have your to-do list, you can start checking things off. You have your goals in front of you. You have your short-term goals, your long-term goals. So it's like, it's easy to say, but then you have to implement it. And that's the phase that I need to get back into. Because I used to be on it. I used to have my calendar hung up. I used to write my schedule every day. I used to have my to-do list. And I just need to get back into that because you just feel so accomplished when you start seeing yourself. Okay, muscles. Okay. He's sitting over here trying to flex like he ain't lose nothing. Okay.
Calm down. I've been gaining.
You have been gaining.
So go ahead.
Yeah, my honey, you looking fine. But yeah. So when you do that, you just feel so achieved when you start seeing that, okay, all these things that I wanted to get done, I'm knocking them off. And another thing? Go ahead, baby.
No, I was just gonna say. Because, I'm a person that hates schedules, and I went and made my own, too.
Yeah, and it works.
No, it does work. It does work.
And people need that structure. A lot of us want to be just free. A lot of us don't want to be tied down to a schedule. Yeah, but sometimes you need that until you start building these habits. It takes 21 days to create a habit.
Yeah, it's building a habit. That's what it is. I think life has moved so fast that I've gained like some bad habits,
right?
That have taken up too much space,
too much time. Like, and that's the thing too. When you write a schedule, you'll see how much time you waste.
Yeah, doing
things you don't necessarily need to do. And it's not to say you can't do those things anymore, but schedule that time. Make sure there's a cutoff time. It's kind of like you're training a child, like. You give them the set time. Okay, if you're going to be on your game, you're going to be on your game for an hour. Then you got to read for at least an hour and a half or however long, 20 minutes, whatever, depending on their age.
Yeah.
But it's just giving yourself that schedule because then you'll see how much time you're wasting and you'll see how much you're actually able to get done in your day when you write that schedule out.
Pretty much. And, because I'm about to ask you right now, make sure you keep me accountable. I'm going to give you my schedule. I might not give you my schedule, but I'm gonna post it up somewhere here.
Okay. Well, we could just put that on our do a big calendar that we used to have.
Yeah.
And do it that way so we can see okay, honey, you're supposed to be doing this.
Yeah, because you know what? I'm going to tell you for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because sitting here telling other people to, that's a benefit, I'm not going to lie to you. Doing all the things that I want to do and get done, my schedule is a bit intimidating.
When you see it.
Yeah,
but that's why you make your long-term and your short-term goals, so that you can, like, piece by piece, so it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Because when it's in your head, it can seem overwhelming, but when you actually write it down and say, okay, these are the things I can do more in the short term, these are more long-term goals, then that way you can be like, okay, I can start on this.
Write some goals out within the subjects that you have.
And that's how you start. You write your goals.
Yeah.
What are your goals? What are you looking to accomplish? And then for your goals, what steps do I need to take in order to reach these goals? And then that's how you create your to-do list.
Yeah.
So, and he brought up a good point. Having accountability partners is just crucial.
Mm-hmm.
Having somebody, I used to have a life coach when I was in medical school, because I was just overwhelmed and I just didn't know what the heck to do.
Yeah.
But that taught me, like, he would call 5 or 6 in the morning, and at that time 6 was early for me. And I would be so, like, just got to a point where I was frustrated. Like, don't call me. Like, I'm tired. I just want to sleep in. But that person to push you, because once you get up, you're up. You're up and moving. It's just getting yourself up, getting yourself out of bed, getting started. So having an accountability partner is crucial to just being successful if you're not self-disciplined enough, yourself, of course.
Yeah, because that's just like getting out the bed in the morning.
Yeah.
My alarm will go off. I'll get up. And I might get up, brush my teeth and everything. But if she don't get out the bed, I just might jump back in that bed and be like, man, we'll go to the gym tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, some days, I'll be like, babe, I'm just going to sleep in. He's like, nope, let's go. He'll be my motivator.
Yeah.
Or it'll be the opposite. Like, I'll be like, babe, he'll be like, let's stay in the bed. I'm like, nope, let's get up, let's go, and we'll go. There's other days where we're both like, you know what? It's our cheat day. Like, we're staying in the bed. But another thing I found helpful is what I used to do when we were getting up consistently was I would say what I'm going to do the next day before, like, while I was in bed.
Set the intention.
Exactly. Set my intention. I was like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm getting up at 5 a.m. We're going to the gym, come home, shower, eat. And I would just, at least at the start of my day, I know I'm getting up and I'm getting that done. And when I would get up, I just get up, turn off my alarm clock, and get ready. Yeah. So I think I just need to start setting that intention again. And that'll help us out.
And it's part of the schedule too.
Mm-hmm,
because it's going to be set there already. Like,
written. Yep, it's
once
written.
We get the calendar and everything up.
Think it, write it, and say it.
Yeah.
That's how you bring things into fruition.
Yep.
And then also another thing that I want to look into, and we may not start until after we get married, but I want to do the research and have the knowledge of it prior to, is real estate. We've heard it a lot now. Through different podcasts, multiple podcasts.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it.
You heard it before then too,
yeah.
And even my mom tried to do it, years ago. But I want to learn how to do it and be successful in doing real estate.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real catalyst to what we're trying to do in life.
To growth, yeah. And we were listening to DJ Envy and Gia's podcast, and they were just saying too, like. And I just like how Gia said it, where if your kids learn that tool as well, and she's going to gift her child one, which is nice. Mm-hmm. But if you have that money that you know that's coming in, you can chase your dreams without worrying about failing.
Yeah.
You can chase your dreams full and wholeheartedly because you know you have a backup. You know you have an income coming in month after month. And to me, following your dreams is so, so important, because to me, it's like following your dreams is your life's purpose. Whatever you love and desire to do, I feel like that's your purpose on this earth, whether it's helping people, going to medical school, whether it's being a musician, whether it's comedy, whatever it is, that's your gift to this world. So if you're able to do that and really try it the way, of course, be smart with it and do your research and either get your education in it, or if it's not something where you technically go to a school for, you're able to still go out and try and know you have a backup. I think that's amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say what you're chasing is your gift to the world. Chasing and what you want and following your path and your journey will lead to whatever
that's
it
true.
is.
Yeah, that what you're chasing, may not be it. Because a lot of times we chase things and then find out that's not exactly what we want, but it can help get you closer to your purpose.
Yeah,
that's true.
But what I will say though is that was the same part that stood out to me, and it's really true because happiness is a big part of things. I feel like a lot of people, they go through life not chasing what they want and they just settling. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Granted, they might be cool with the money and they done learn how to do the job. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that's not what they want to do. They're not happy. They're not content. It's a 9 to 5. They get up not wanting to go to work. Can't wait till Friday. They don't enjoy it. That's not their goals. That's not their dream.
That, and I'd say, shoot, maybe every few months or maybe every few years or so, they just might say, man, I wish I would have tried to do such and such.
Also, some people try to live through their kids. They try to push their desires on their kids. So I think it's just awesome. And there's another podcast we were listening to where this guy, he's a police officer, and it's called what is it called? The Health Now or
the Model Health?
The Model Health Podcast.
I think that's what it's called.
I believe so. Something close to that. So this guy, he's a police officer and he's big into real estate. And he was like, his goal was, okay, him and his wife, they wrote down everything that they desired. Nice home, cars, vacations, things like that. And they said, okay, how much income do we need a month to have these things that we want? So they started real estate and they made sure that all of their properties were able to pay off their bills, pay for their vacations, pay for the house, pay for, their kids' schooling, things like that. So they used the properties and the income they got from that to pay off their bills. And he still works as a police officer because that's what he loves to do. And he still makes an income from that, but that income isn't what he's dependent on to pay his bills and to keep up, his livelihood.
No, that's play money.
Exactly. So that's another thing where I loved how he said that too. It made so much sense. Why not start real estate and get into this to where I can use this to pay off my bills? And then the money that I make doing what I love, I can use that for whatever I want to use it for.
And if you become good at that, as that grows, your lifestyle can grow.
Exactly. Whatever your desire is for. If you don't want a big lifestyle, you don't have to have one. But guess what? You have this income coming in and you can do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, that's true. Your lifestyle does not have to grow, but it can be taken care of.
Exactly.
It's not like you just got a big lump sum of money and now this is what you chose to do. You have this, it's built on something.
Exactly. Yep. And you can do many things with it. You could do philanthropy, you can invest, you can, travel the world, you can do whatever. You can,
and for the most
sky's
part,
the limit.
Real estate's kind of secure if you do it right.
Yeah, pretty much. It has its ebbs and flow.
Yeah.
But it's all like everyone needs to live somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's never going out,
Question, I don't know if I asked you this already. Would you go the home route or the apartment route?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do both. I probably would have to start with the home for financial reasons. But I would eventually do an apartment as well.
Yeah, because I was looking at some apartments, boy.
For sale?
Yeah.
How much were they?
They weren't too bad.
What's not too bad?
If you got a mortgage and everything.
Babe, what's the number?
I think they was something for like $200,000.
Mortgage?
Yeah, but they wasn't in the best places. Like
no, that was the total price. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then you renovate them and
for
fix them up.
6 to 8 units or something like that.
Okay.
Granted, that's not a bad price at all.
Yeah, but we still have a lot of learning to do before we go out purchasing anything.
No, I wouldn't purchase that either. Anyway.
But that's what I'm saying though. That's one of my goals for after we're married. I want to build that together and learn. I want to start learning now. But after we're married and, we figure out where we want to live and do all our things and eventually we want to have kids soon. So once we get that stuff going, that's also something I want to begin. Yeah. So those would be my New Year's resolutions if I had any.
You know what's crazy?
Nope.
I'm actually excited to get married and have kids.
That's not crazy. Why is that crazy?
I don't know why.
That's not crazy to him, y'all. He better be excited.
No, like I think about it a lot now.
Really?
That's all. I think
about it. Yeah, it's becoming more real, I think, because now that we're engaged and we're planning the process, it's tangible to you. Yeah. You know, it's like it's happening. So I'm excited too. I'm so excited. Like I just know, and based off of how our engagement went, it was just so much love and happiness and people genuinely happy and loving us that I want our wedding to feel like that times 100,000. Yeah. And I just know we're going to have like the best time ever, wherever it is. Like it's me and you. So, you know, it's going to be great regardless. It's our love. So I'm excited.
And we got a big list that we sending out.
What?
Invitations.
Oh, like, guest list? Big guest list?
I don't know who's going to show up, but if y'all listen to this,
what?
I'm just saying, if people get to listen to this, I really want y'all to come.
Oh yeah, that's our biggest thing. Like we really want to be surrounded by our family and friends.
Yeah, see, and I'm not the type of person to be doing stuff like this in front of like everybody, like in front of my family and everything. But like, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna have a good time, like a really, really, really good time, and you know, I don't know.
I agree. I think it's going to be so amazing, and I'm so excited for it. So I'm just going to try to enjoy every process. I know a lot of people say wedding planning can be stressful, but I'm going to look at it as a, you know, positive thing and just me wanting everything to be, you know, almost perfect. I know nothing's perfect, but
whoever is supposed to be.
What?
Like when you have a wedding, right? It did like somebody
planner?
That, well, maybe not the planner, but somebody that just makes sure you're good, just try to help you do everything.
Your maid of honor, your bridesmaids.
Okay.
But the maid of honor is really supposed to help you with everything.
You might, your friends really know how to handle you, but they might get on your nerves. You might get on their nerves.
Know how to handle it. First of all, I'm a walk in the park.
Today at that wedding expo.
What?
The way you were just like throwing stuff in the bag, I was like,
I was on the move.
Nah.
Saquon was holding. We got this big old bridal bag. Yeah. And Saquon was holding it for me, and I was just tossing some things in there.
Nah, you wasn't tossing. It was like no
slam dunk.
No care in the world. Just I don't know. Even your mom said something.
As she did. Well, I'm still gonna be a walk in the park. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, like no big deal, but goodness gracious.
Oh man,
why you doing it,
babe? Stop. What are your New Year's resolutions?
Kind of really similar to yours. A big one for me is consistency.
Yes.
Cause I hate. This is what I hate. I hate when I put out a song or we do stuff like this, right? And I don't follow up, but I get to see the stats build up from what I did.
Yeah, and if you would put that work in, imagine.
Yeah, it's obvious. It shows me obviously that if you kept going.
Yes, and that's the biggest thing, and that's what you hear from a lot of successful people. Keep going. Keep going. It doesn't matter if you have 1 listener, 2 listeners, 3 listeners. Keep going, and eventually it'll grow. Yeah. Now,
because when we was doing it, we wasn't seeing no numbers, and then I swear, out of nowhere, it started being like
started building more.
Boom.
And that's the thing too. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. If after a few years you ain't seeing nothing,
don't keep.
You
need to
yourself.
Go back. Yeah.
But you just go back to the drawing board. What am I doing that's not attracting people? Why am I not getting the results that I'm looking for?
No, and it's not even years.
Oh yeah, that's not even years.
What it is if you don't see your audience growing, period. That's what it is. If you don't see your audience growing, right. Because like I feel like for me, like with music, right? If I wouldn't have got to the point like now where like granted it's been years now, but since my last project, it was like people actually reach out to me to tell me how much they like it and stuff. If I would never got to a point like that, I probably wouldn't tell you. I probably wouldn't say it's for me.
Would have stopped it long.
Yeah, I probably would have. Would have been like, this ain't the industry for me. But I still stuck with it, and even the thing, the signs and things that life been showing me lately. I knew I was supposed to keep going. I knew that I'm in the right realm of things. So.
Yes, and my baby graduates next year.
Yeah.
In May. I'm so excited and happy for you.
But yeah, so consistency, that's a big thing for me. I really want to get an internship.
Yes. Oh, babe, sorry.
I know.
Pause on the podcast. I was going to tell you need to get on that tomorrow while we're at the bridal show.
I know.
Okay.
I got this already.
But no, accountability.
I know. But yeah, I really want to get an internship, man. Phoenix is a tough place out here.
Arizona in general.
Yeah, Arizona in general, it's a tough place to try to get into the industry, and
but there's a great opportunity that he's going to go for.
Yeah, I'm trying to jump on that.
Yes.
So yeah, but that's one of my goals.
Consistency, things that I said as well.
In my business, my business it's sticky because it's like so mixed in with what I learned in school and stuff like that. So, but I want to keep pushing and, let it grow what we started already. I'm ready to, I don't want to say I just want to scrap it, but, I kind of want to redirect things and make things a little bit better. Okay. And,
so just kind of get something started, something new started or something. Like kind of,
because you know what we're doing already.
Who is we?
Well, not we, but you know about the distribution.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, okay.
You know about the distribution.
You need to, so it's just time to go in and clean up house.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just kind of fine tune some things and, like you said, redirect.
Yeah, redirect, and even with what we're doing with that, what I explained to you, what we about to try to do after, like, I look at it like right now, I just need to build a portfolio.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your goal. Building a portfolio.
Building a portfolio and having my name on things and having my footprint on things and helping and getting experience.
Okay, okay. So from that, you're gonna have to write down more specific goals or steps that you need to take. To get those. So.
I know. I'm just not saying it. Yeah, I do need to write it down.
But it's just, I know it's important to be intentional and to be specific with what you want. Yeah. Because if you are too general, you're not gonna necessarily get exactly what you want.
I know exactly what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. All right. Well, that's cool though. I can see those, and we are definitely gonna start carving time out every week so that we can have our weekly goals, our daily goals, and just plan our week. Yeah. I think that'll be cool. I think that's something we should start, is choose an hour a day to just plan our week.
Yeah, get it.
Get it.
Get it ahead of time. And
yeah, I think that'll be really good. I think it'll be a good addition to our routine.
Because we need it. We
do need it.
We really, really do.
We do, because there's so much potential in us and in everybody, even you guys out there listening. We all have so much potential, and a lot of it goes to waste when...
Mainly get hungry and lazy a lot, and that...
And that's another thing, guys. Don't be negative. Okay? When people are trying to better themselves, don't be negative. Speak life into people. Don't speak on the negatives. Speak on the positives. Or if you're going to speak on the negatives, do it constructively. True. Be like, you know what, Mamie? We've been sitting here for an hour. Let's stop and read a book. You don't say, oh, you're just being lazy. You fat sloth. But there are ways that you can say things. And it's not tippy-toeing. It's just... building people up instead of tearing them down. And I know he was just joking in this moment.
Yeah, I don't usually say stuff like that.
Yes, he does. But I'm kidding. Dang, shoddy. But yeah, so I think that's good, babe. I like that. I think we're on a good. Well, we've been on a good path, but we're just going to get back on an even better path. And it's always about growing. And I think that's something I really love about our relationship, is that that's something we do consistently, is always have the desire and the plan to better ourselves as individuals and as partners. So
we keep each other in check for that for sure.
Definitely. We do. And sometimes we fall off, but we always get back on the train. And now it's time to just get on that train and ride that thing to the end.
And add other
aspects to it. Add other aspects to it. Throw more on the cargo and keep it going.
Yeah, because I don't know. Like I always tell you, why not do it now? Because it's like...
Exactly. Because when you look back, time flies.
Not even that. The later we get in life and want to have kids and things, it's going to hit us hard.
Yeah, true. Time is going to be more limited. That's the thing. We don't even have kids. So we have the time now where we could really be knocking things out. When you have kids, I know your time has to be dedicated towards them and work, and you have more on your plate. Yeah. So it's like, while you don't have kids, if you can have that self-discipline to start building on your dreams and start being consistent and building good habits, do it now. Seriously, do it now.
And you know, I don't want to even set that example.
Exactly, for your kids. Like, that's one thing too. It's like, there's never a right time to have children. There's never a right time to get married. There's never a right time to do anything, because people say, oh, I want to wait till after school. Well, after school, you start your career. So then when are you going to do it? Oh, well, I'll wait till I get comfortable in my career. But then maybe your career takes off and you're booming. When's ever the right time? So
that's true.
You just want to make sure that you're always trying your best and being the best version of yourself and having the best, things implemented already, so that when you do have kids or when you do have your job or whatever it may be, you're presenting the best version of yourself to that, giving that energy, Yeah. Okay, well, we're almost going on to an hour.
Yeah, we didn't think we were going to make it to an hour, actually.
Actually, I did.
You did?
I told you. I was like, after we talk about everything, I think it'll be the hour, honestly.
Yeah, but we fit in what I said, though.
Yeah, we did.
So
we definitely did. So we appreciate you guys for rocking with us. We hope you had a wonderful holiday. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. We pray you guys all had a safe and wonderful time. And we just pray that this year, 2019, is full of abundance and just health and wealth and love and peace. We just pray you guys have an amazing, amazing year. And
thank you for all our friends and family too.
Yes, thanks again to our friends and family.
That's why we're doing this.
That made our engagement special. That also who would ask us about the podcast and say where are the next episodes, because we want to listen.
Accountability.
Exactly. Thank you guys for just motivating us to get back into it. We love you all, and we pray you all have a great day.
Peace.
Peace.